It's expensive to be made.
Welcome to Bravo's Moms Unfiltered, the podcast where real moms spill the tea on all the things Bravo and the chaos of everyday life.
We're your hosts, Allie and Crystal, two Bravo-assessed moms who aren't afraid to say what everyone's thinking completely unfiltered.
From housewives drama to mom life meltdowns, we're here to break it all down with humor, honesty, and maybe a little bit of bitching.
So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and get ready for some unfiltered fun.
The Valley finale was crazy. Okay, so we're going to start off with, where are we starting? The ladies meet at Lala's house to meet the new baby. It was cute, small, looked like a baby. It was just Britt, Janet, and Michelle. And they basically just talk it up about the trip and that Janet's a problem, of course, and that Janet doesn't get along with people. Because Brittany was telling Janet basically, like, nobody likes you because you start stuff and you say things inappropriate, like sexually assaulted people, which could lead into a legal battle. So Janet is Janet, I think. I think she knows that she's stirring the pot. Oh my God, they just released a sneak peek for the reunion.
Yeah, I saw that. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my God. Michelle talks about her mom and going through chemo and that chemo didn't work. So now she's just basically just waiting on time to catch up to her, which is sooner than later, I think. So that was sad. Janet asked Michelle if she would want another baby after seeing Lola. And Michelle said yes. So then Brittany tells the lady she stuck it to Jax and told him that he needs to start paying for the medical records, Cruz's medical records. And she basically took over the deed to the house and the lease. So nothing is in Jax's name, which is crazy to me because she basically took all of his debt.
Yeah.
So she accrued all the debt, all the back, like it's a lot of interest. For 7 months of interest,
Yeah.
like
For him
that's
just being
crazy.
for him and mad.
Right. Like, and the reason he probably did that is to pay for his new spot so he could be right next to Tom.
Yep, Schwartzy.
So Brittany says that Cruz is not allowed over at Jax's till for now it's a no.
I don't blame her.
Janet said that she has tried to be friends with Kristen for the whole 2 minutes. Oh, I think for a whole 2 minutes of the season. And Janet basically says that she's just given up, I guess, on the friendship with Kristen because of the way Kristen just has spoken about her. But Kristen's just like, she's protecting Danny and Nia. And that's what a best friend does. So I think Janet kind of sees that because she did it with Zach in the first season. And so
Yeah, she did.
yeah, so I think maybe she just doesn't like you, Janet. The guys meet up at Jax's house. He calls it a bachelor pad. I call it the sex dungeon. Jax says his BFF lives next door, which is Tom Schwartz, as he carries over bottles of champagne and candles. And I'm like,
Schwartz?
This
Schwartz
looks
does?
more, yeah, so he's showing the guys around and then Schwartz is in the back holding champagne and candles. I'm like, this looks more than a best friend chef.
Yeah. Looks like bromance.
Oh my God, if it came out that Tom and Jax were dating.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Oh my God, Bravo could not, the internet could not handle it.
No, the handle could not.
They could not. Jax tells the guys that Brittany's yelling at her one day, and then the next day she's asking me about the flowers in the front yard, which turns out it's totally not true. Luke tells Jax it's not about the place that you live, it's about the lifestyle you live when it comes to Cruz.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because
Yeah.
he's not going to get it. Because they're talking about putting cameras in Cruz's bedroom so Brittany can have access to, which in the last episode you were talking about Brittany getting a ring notification and stuff like
Yes.
that. So she could be able to connect
see
to
it.
his
Yeah.
bedroom. But Brittany doesn't want that because she doesn't want to have Jax connected to,
No.
because with Ring, if you're connected, all of you are connected in one family and stuff. You can see everything.
You can see everything. Yeah, not just one specific
So.
camera. Yeah.
Okay. So, and then Jax tells everyone, because Danny wasn't invited to the guys' night. Jax tells everyone Danny is two-faced and tells them about tells the boys about Danny getting kicked out of the bar. So I guess Danny's been kicked out more than once, and his partners have even told Jax, like, we could be in some serious legal issues if Danny keeps coming back and getting drunk.
That's crazy.
Yes. You know Jax, he likes to exaggerate. So I don't know if that's completely true because I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Like Danny just does not look like an alcoholic. So it's just crazy to me that they're trying to pitch this narrative. All of them. Jesse and Michelle meet up and they finally have come to a good place, which I think is good. I think the trip when Jesse had a moment with Michelle's boyfriend and they kind of got to know each other, I think had a very value in life because the child wasn't there and they were able to understand each other a little bit better and how they work,
Yeah.
which I thought was good because a lot of times that doesn't end up happening. And
Yeah.
they end up like just creating this narrative in the head, and then you fear for your child, and then that makes you want to fight with your significant other in
Yeah.
court. And I was glad that they took a trip and was able to end on a good note and not a bad
Yeah.
place. Brittany says Jax has been taken out of the house completely. Like I said, yes, he is not on the deed. She has full responsibility. She has also taken all the pictures out of the house, which she is totally allowed to do. Kristen comes to Brittany's house and talks to her about the fertility and being diagnosed and just feeling like a statistic because she's having to now take like 3 or 4 hormonal shots and pills and all that fun stuff that women do not like. And so she's just really feeling it emotionally wise. But it all works out in the end because she's has a baby right now, so
Yeah, it
it's
does.
worth it. This was a weird one. So they have Zach and Benji have dinner and they talk about the future. And Zach and then Zach tells Benji about getting scrotox, right?
Mhm.
Is that what it's
Yep.
scrotox?
Yeah.
And then they both start talking about Zach wants to give Brittany an ultimatum between either being friends with Janet or being friends with him. But you can't choose both of us
Really?
because the way, yeah, because Zach feels like if someone was treating Brittany the way that Janet is treating Zach would not be friends with them. So he
Yeah, I
feels
guess I
that
can see.
yeah, like Brittany shouldn't be buddy buddy with Janet at the same time, knowing that she's basically dogging Zach. So you're either my best friend or we're not friends at all because you can't hang in this circle and then go back to Janet and hang with Janet. So I get where Zach's coming from. I get it. Everyone gets ready for the Zen party that Michelle puts together. Michelle puts together a beautiful party and she personalized crystals for everybody with like a
Wow.
famous quote or saying, which was nice. Jax does not believe in it. So Michelle has all these cards nicely written. Everybody's like reading their card aloud. It's beautiful. And Jax comes up and he's like, I don't believe in any of this shit. And so I'm like, oh my God, Jax, you have no soul. Michelle's boyfriend looks bug eyed again. It's
Again?
bad. It's bad. It's
Like
bad.
worse than last time?
No, like the same, like, and he's standing next to her the whole time, and I'm like, "Go in the back." Like, Michelle I don't think Michelle's gonna be with him next season. I think next season will be about her breaking up with him and
I
getting
thought they
back
were
with Jess.
together still.
You think they're still together?
Yeah, let me see.
They're still together now, but I don't know if they're filming. I don't just like I don't know. I don't wanna talk bad about him. Anyways, he just
You
looked
know what
bug-eyed.
though? He's not in any of these pictures, her recent ones.
Oh? 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 Maybe we'll find out after the reunion.
Yeah. Or at the reunion.
Um, or at the reunion. Shell or Jax pulls Britt aside and they talks to her about the cameras again. And then Brittany's like, yeah, I'll think about it, but that's a good idea. And then he tells her, once you start making payments on that house, it'll all catch up to you. And she
Meaning what?
basically on the house. And she basically says, no, the reason that it got bad was because you stopped making the mortgage payments and you accrued penalties. So he was like trying to take jabs at her because she didn't agree to the camera and him Cruz coming over on camera, so it made him upset, and then he started dogging her, like, narcissistically, just, like, trying
He's
to
never
poke
gonna
at her
change.
and trying to make her stop. It gets bad, like, and then Brittany says, "You could have waited to buy a place, instead you are house in almost in foreclosure," basically.
Yeah, he did though.
He did, and that's what happened, and then he says so then Brittany says, "So you'll sign the divorce papers?" And Jax goes, "Yeah, I'll have a lawyer look at them." And she's like, "Well, have you hired one or looked over on them?" He was like, "No, I'm gonna wait till the very last day to read the papers and have my lawyer read them."
So
And she was like, "Why would you do that, Jax?" And
yeah.
he's like, "'Cause I can."
How does
So
she
you
deal with
don't
that for so long?
like, oh my god, if I was the divorce attorney, I said, "She gets everything. You get nothing
Yeah, yeah,
because you sat there and wasted my time."
yeah, you waited till the last possible minute.
He said it on camera. He said, "I'm gonna wait till the last final day, and
Yeah,
then my
yeah,
lawyer will respond with probably a motion to
yeah,
go to whatever extend
extended
time."
or whatever.
Yeah, just, like, don't do that to lawyers, don't do that to judges, don't do that to you're wasting people's time. Yes, they're getting paid, but you're still wasting their time. Like, I can't stand him. Brittany starts calling him names, and then Jax gets up and walks away.
God,
It's never ending. It's never ending. I feel bad for Cruz, and I hope that these never come out, that he's
I
old enough
know.
that these will
He can
be
never
like
see this.
he's
Can you
gonna see it.
imagine?
He's gonna see everything.
I know. That poor
Someone will
kid.
show him. Janet and Nia make up
Oh,
randomly.
good.
They get pulled aside, and Janet's like, "I don't wanna fight with you. I think this is stupid." Jesse and Kristen talk, and Jesse starts crying again for some odd reason, just happy to be living life. It's so
Okay.
weird when Jesse cries. It's so
I
weird.
know.
Um, Danny's not drinking. He's, like, telling Nia, like, "This is my 8th lemon and water and lemon." And then across the cameras, Jack starts calling him out, comparing Danny to, like, a Jeffrey Dahmer. And the
What?
girls are, like, trying to overhear Jax's conversation, and he's just not making any sense. Like,
Yeah.
all the boys are like, "What are you talking about? That's like a mass murder. Are you trying to compare Danny
Yeah.
to, killing women?" Like, what is going on? And then Jax confronts Danny and starts yelling at Danny, saying that, "You're a great father, but you're a terrible drunk, and that it's
Wow.
okay not to be okay." And so
Wow.
Danny and him start going at it. Things start getting heated, and then he starts going after Nia,
Jaxus?
right? Am I saying it
Nia.
right? Nia?
I don't know.
Why am I saying
I never know if I'm saying it right.
Nia? I think it's Nia. And says, "How many times have I called you to come pick up Danny?" And so she goes over and she's like, "I almost hit you with my car, stumbling into the street. You're no better.
Wow.
Yeah, you're no better." And
Yeah, he's
then,
definitely not any better.
yeah, so then all three of them start getting into it. And then as soon as Jack starts putting his hand in the air, Kristen gets in the middle, and they're all yelling, and I'm like, what is going on? And so then Danny starts telling the cameras, "Well, I heard that Jax has been sleeping with women that work at his bar." And
I wouldn't be surprised.
now shit's about to explode. So
Oh,
now
yeah.
Danny has thrown that Jax has been sleeping with his workers, which is bad. Like,
Yeah, that's
bad.
bad.
So this may be why Jax decided to leave, because they knew
Yeah.
that this was gonna air.
Yeah.
So that could be who he's sleeping with this whole time.
That's crazy. I believe it though if he was.
I believe it. Michelle and Jesse start fighting at the end. I don't know
Oh my
why.
god.
They had just been on a good page. Scheana pulls Kristen aside because Scheana ends up coming and basically asks if she's telling people that it's Sheena's fault for bringing Jenna around. And Jenna is the girl that slept with Michelle's current boyfriend. So it was like a whole debacle. on who
Wow.
brought Jenna, and then Zach's yelling in the background because he's literally drunk. It's not about Jenna. Jenna's not the problem. Janet's the problem. And
God.
then Janet starts to walk away and it gets messy. It just gets messy. Zach gets in like Brittany's face and just is like, if you got to make your mind up now. Like, you're either going to be friends with her or be friends with me. And so everything went to shit. Everything went to array. And the reunion is going to be epic.
Yeah. I need to watch that.
You need to watch it.
I
And
need to watch this episode and I need to watch the sneak peek of what do you call it?
okay.
So Below Deck episode 8. They're on their Villa Day, which is one of their days off, and it turns into like Love Island type thing. Salone kisses Kyle, Jess, Damo, and Frasier, and everyone just gets jealous and confused, and nearly every crew member gets caught in this kind of romantic drama. Chef Anthony and Frasier bury the hatchet. Because Frasier was part of the reason why Chef Anthony was fired last season. So they bear the hatchet on that. The interior team, Salone blames Rainbow for unfinished task. Rainbow nearly loses it because Salone is not picking up her slack. And production confirms Sloane was right with her, but her delivery was harsh. Jess and Barbara kiss, and Salone is visibly jealous. So Kyle admits he no longer trusts Damo due to the Salone related drama. Or Damo. Damo calls Salone a manipulative bomb, which I 100% believe she is. She's really no good to this whole crew at all.
Let's do Miami. Okay. So Alexis has the narcissist party. That's episode 6.
Because Lisa was 2 hours late to the party. Or to this
Oh
birthday.
yeah. If you are having a narcissist party with your friends, those are your friends.
No, they are not.
Don't like my friend. Like if my friend texted me and be like, "Hey, we're having a narcissist party," I'd be like, "Have a great time."
Yeah.
I'm not going. Lisa's taking pictures. So they
Oh my
start the
God.
narcissist theme party and they're doing the tour around. I guess it's like
Yeah.
a garden and you walk around and you
There's like
read.
quotes on stuff. Yeah.
But yeah. And so like the number one thing of a narcissist is you're so full of yourself.
Yep.
And so her taking pictures is just like the camera crew, amen. Perfect. Narcissistic trait is like Lisa making up or Lisa and Stephanie made up quickly. Stephanie was the bigger person and apologized. So I thought that was a big move. It also says that Stephanie is part of the Shoma group in the property development commercial company. So she runs about over 120,000 properties in Miami, worth
Isn't that
about
crazy?
billion in profit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it rolled over from her
Husband.
husband.
Yeah.
Okay, so then after the party where they're walking through and the guys they have the wording or whatever, they all sit down and they have red flags in their hand. And then the Australian guy, Daniel, asks questions. And then with the questions, you have to go and put a red flag in someone's vase on
Yes.
someone's name. And Lisa just got picked for everything, basically.
Oh my
There was
God. Every
a
single
few
time.
yeah, and Daniel kept trying to smooth things over, saying that this is not a training exercise or this is just a training exercise. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, you better get out of the way. They're gonna start throwing shoes.
Well, she took it.
Yeah, she did. And they all picked on her, and I felt bad, but I mean, they were trying to like all come together and you can't say it in a nice way. There's no way
No.
to say this to your friend. Like, you need to be self-aware of your actions,
Yeah.
or else we don't want to be friends with you. Like, they're trying to tell her that in a nice way,
Yeah.
but it doesn't come across that way. So then Lisa kind of gets mad and then interrupts the Italian guy, Daniel, and basically Larsa and Lisa go at it, calling each other liars and all this other stuff. And then Lisa, like, goes off and says she makes a comment about Larsa making comments about when she dated Marcus, she never really dated him. I don't know what the comment was. It was just out of left field about her
It
tits.
was, yeah.
And I don't get it. I don't know what Lisa was trying to refer to or where Lisa was going. Maybe there was like a
Yeah.
side conversation, or maybe I don't know, but they seem to be fighting over something that we don't know about.
Yeah, I
So
agreed.
there has to be more to this fight. Gertie tries to get Lisa and Larsa to go solo and talk, which happens. Gertie keeps interrupting and like being a mediator, and it kind of gets really annoying, like bad.
I didn't think she was needed at all. They
Yeah,
were
I don't.
capable of doing it themselves.
Yeah. So that ended up bad. Then the following day, Adriana is taking classes, it looks like. I wonder if she's taking classes for. It looks
Yeah.
like something in the medical field. Julia talks to her social worker about adapting to her kids, her boys, and her experience with them so far. She had a moment where she said, I think she had a bunch of people over and the kids kind of got a little bit like shocked, just cultural shock
Yeah.
because they are of a different ethnicity than them.
I thought that
And
was such a real moment that I hope others can relate
yeah.
to.
Yeah, so she doesn't invite people over until they're old enough or until they feel more comfortable, which I think is a great idea. And it's nice to know that she is willing to adjust her own lifestyle
Yeah,
for these kids, you know,
for these
because
kids.
she wants that Miami girl housewife style.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that as a housewife you can still maintain your outside
Yes.
life and
Yes.
be able to work. And you can see it through her. Lisa and Larsa finally make up. They basically come and say they need to communicate better, which sounds like a relationship,
Yeah, that's what I
a
thought.
marriage. I think they miss each other. I think Larsa is kind of a little bit butthurt that Lisa never got to spend her single days in Miami, like being a single like being a ma, like being gorgeous and being a single lady because
Yeah,
she
yeah.
moved on so quickly. So I think kind of Larsa kind of took that as being hurt because Larsa lives such a single lifestyle. Even when she's with guys, like when she has
Yeah.
boyfriends, she still lives her single style. So I can see that a little bit. Oh my God. So after this Miami show, they had the clubhouse looks with Andy, and he looks skinny, which is good. But
Really?
then he
Really?
looked stoned and he looked drunk, kind of what I look like right
Really?
now. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe he was, like, jet lagged or something, or he just looked
Maybe.
very out of, like, himself, which is okay.
Interesting.
It's okay to
Yeah, I
have
mean, it
those.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Lisa was on the Bravo Clubhouse, and
Okay.
Andy wanted to point out that Lisa was 3 hours early. So she is trying to
Wow.
change. She is trying to change.
Oh, good for her.
So that was pretty much the season for
Yeah.
or the episode 6.
OC episode 2. Emily, Tamara, and Gina meet up, and they meet up at if you've ever worked out and used like a foam roller, it was like a foam roller machine like on steroids.
Oh, yeah,
And
I saw that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it just like kept turning and they were just like, I don't even know, just doing
I
whatever to it.
know.
But
Emily's, like,
they
straddling it, isn't
I
she?
know. Yeah,
Like,
I
"I
think
need a
Tamara was
minute,
too.
guys."
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm gonna leave."
So they meet up and they say Katie is guilty, and they want her to admit it and show proof, but she just won't show the proof, which I don't understand. If you're not guilty, then just bring up your phone, show the Instagram messages or whatever, and move on. I feel like she's doing herself no justice by just saying like, "Oh, I can't do it," or just giving an excuse. So then Katie and Shannon meet up, and Shannon wants Katie to move forward with the girls. Katie says she's shut down because that's what she's used to and she will appease anyone. Shannon says they think she is calculated and plans out what she is going to do. I don't know if she necessarily does that. I just think that she the power of the housewife is going to her head, so she was reaching out to bloggers and doing this and wasn't thinking of the consequences with a woman. And then who says this? Tamara says last year Katie was filming Shannon having a meltdown at the gallery shoot. She said the gallery shoot is when they get together to film the season opener and like take press and do shoots for it. She said they were sharing a dressing room. Shannon was 2 hours late, screaming and yelling, and everyone knew she was having a bad day. Shannon was pissed because Alexis was there at the same time as her. Katie recorded it and evidently showed it to Alexis while they were in an active lawsuit.
Supposedly.
Supposedly, and Shannon at this point had no idea of this. Shannon's daughter Sophie comes home, and I said she was 100% living through Sophie and her kids. Because one of her kids, I think two of her kids were out like in Europe or something like that, and she's living, was it vicariously through them? And then Shannon and Sophie talk about Love Hotel. So evidently she had already filmed Love Hotel at this point, and it was about to drop on our TVs, on our screens.
Okay.
And then Emily talks about her son's eating disorder and that he is possibly autistic. And she says she has been wondering this for some time and wondering if the eating disorder and autistic kind of are going hand in hand in this situation. Katie and her husband hang out with Jen and her husband. Which I found that interesting because last season, Katie's husband was so against Jen's husband after the whole like FBI thing came up. And then Gretchen is back. Gretchen also comes to the hangout with Katie, her husband, Jen, and whatever his name is. And then Gretchen and Slade all go to Jen's house. Gretchen says that every new housewife reaches out to her and asks her how to deal with Tamara. Tamara and Gretchen are still fighting after 12 years. I was like, that is such a long time to hold a grudge. Like, just move on.
All because Tamara's daughter
Made a post.
posted something on Gretchen's Facebook. That's it, guys.
So
That's
I
it.
know. It was so dumb. So then Katie hosts, I forget what it was called, but she hosts
It's
a
a
dinner.
hot pot. It's called Hot Pot.
Yes,
Have you
hot
been?
pot, yeah.
Have you
No,
ever
I have
been to
not.
Hot Pot?
No,
No.
no, I've never been.
Oh my God. We're gonna take you. You've never been to Hot Pot? That's why
No,
I
I
was
don't
like
think so.
I was crazy that none of these women have ever been to Hot Pot.
No, I don't
You
think
would
so.
oh my God, your husband would love it too.
Oh, he would love it. Yes,
Oh
100%.
my God, we're gonna have to double down. I'm gonna tell Aaron that you guys have never been to Hot Pot.
Yeah, I've never been. So while they're there, we find out that Katie and Tamara met up, and Katie apologized to Tamara and said she did call the blogger on Instagram. I didn't know you could call people on Instagram, but all right. So she admitted that. Katie owns up to the recording of Shannon, but she keeps dragging people into her situations that keep arising. Like she
She
said
admitted
like,
that she sent it to her husband. She
yes, but
didn't
then she's
send
like,
it,
but
yeah, to Alexis.
yeah, she didn't send to Alexis. But then she's like said something and was like, "Oh yeah, Jen was there." And Jen's like, "No, I wasn't." So like I don't know why she keeps bringing like these people into her situations. I don't know if she actually like remembers or like blacked out or what, but she brought Jen into one of them. And then I just said is commenting on a post that Tamara's daughter said about Tamara the same thing as reaching out to her. I love Tamara, but I think she's overreacting in this moment. I don't think
She's trying. Yeah.
I don't think
Go for it.
Gretchen did anything wrong. It was a public post and Gretchen was just commenting on it. I think Tamara took it to heart because one, it's her daughter. And I think Gretchen and her were already like fighting at this point. But I think she just took it to heart and this was just another thing for her to be mad at Gretchen for. That's how I see it. So, but I love Gretchen. I'm glad she's back. I also like that Tamara said at the dinner that she said, first of all, she sat down and goes, "Hi, I'm Tamara Judge," which I thought was funny. But then I also like that she said she had thought about calling Gretchen and just saying, "Let's just squash this whole thing and get it over with." I don't know why she didn't, but I like that she had said that she had thought about it.
I don't believe her. I don't believe her.
I do. I believe her. I believe
I
her.
don't believe her. Not since the Trace Amigos broke up. I don't believe a word you say,
I do.
Tamara.
I do.
No. I think she's the worst.
She's the greatest.
She's the worst. And it's funny because I haven't seen her husband either. Usually her husband's right on top of her. Where's
Yeah.
your husband? Is it episode 2? He should be
Yeah.
plastered everywhere.
Yeah, your husband.
Your husband.
McBee's episode 4. I have not watched this one.
I took notes. Notes are on the phone. McBee, episode 4. They start off with Casey and Cole. Casey's the pregnant one. Cole's the
Yeah.
younger brother. They start off with like packing up the truck and leaving the house. And I thought it was just a cute moment. They have a 3-legged dog.
Oh, I seen him.
And you seen it? And the dog tries
Yeah.
to like capture the car as they're
I don't know.
leaving.
I've
I just
seen the
thought it was
dog in
so
other clips, and I was like, "Oh,"
you have. I just now
yeah.
noticed. I was like, "Oh, he has 3 legs and
Because
he's
I was like,
running faster than all the other
because
dogs."
I was like, "What is?" I'm like, "What's wrong? Is something wrong with that dog?" Like, I didn't know what was happening, and I was like, "Oh, he's got 3 legs."
He probably got bit. Allie tries on her wedding dress.
Okay.
It was a cute moment. Masha, the girlfriend, the
Yep.
Russian girlfriend, comes home. All the boys get together, or 2 of the boys get together with her because she's so scared to go to the house. She's scared that Galena might be there. So the boys kind of like take her there and then they go over all the damages that she did. Masha has a moment. Cole thinks that Galena has a thing for both Masha and Steve, and that's why Galena's mad. So they think Galena swings both
Hmm.
ways and that she
Hmm.
actually wanted to have a relationship with Masha.
Huh. Didn't see that
That
coming.
was that's interesting thought, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Interesting thought, but yeah, I don't know either.
Or she could just be mad because she's sleeping with her man.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
That's it.
That she can't get over Steve.
Mommy McBee wants to rent a lake house for everybody.
Okay.
During the opening harvest, Cole's driving one of the columbines and he ends up breaking it. Which sucks for the first day of harvest because they have
Yeah.
93 fields to cut.
What?
93. And these are like
Wow.
10 to 15 acres.
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Yeah.
Um, Jeff or Steve Jr. obviously gets mad and was like, "This is
Of
ridiculous."
course. Of course.
Um, Mom takes Jesse for his fitting, which was really cute. During the tux fitting, they call Allie because she's trying to get everything perfect. And Allie's kind of being like a bridezilla. And so she kind of like is like, whatever Jesse wants, this is fine. So it was a kind of an awkward moment because, Jesse's laid back. Jesse wants a different way.
Yeah.
This is Allie's wedding. You do it Allie's way for one day.
Yeah,
You
you
need
do
to
it as
wear
the bride
if
wants
she
for one
wants you
day.
to wear a gray suit, you wear a gray suit. She wants
Yep.
you to wear the bow tie, you wear the bow tie.
Yep. It's just
Okay.
one day. One day.
One day, Allie and Jesse, they're still under stress fighting about the living situation. Galena has, oh my gosh, an awkward moment conversation with Steve.
Oh god, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, about bills in the bank and getting things paid for. Um, And then when they're talking, Steve goes to the back and he gets the his other brothers and starts saying that he thinks Galena's been drinking.
Okay.
So he wants to find out if she's been drinking. So he has his brothers go into her office and look for liquor. They
What?
end up finding like a wine bottle, a fresh, cool wine bottle in the trash. They end up opening like her orange juice bottle and they smell liquor in there.
What?
Yeah, so they're like then Steve calls her out and is like, "Are you drunk? It's like 9 a.m. in the morning."
That's
And so then
crazy.
Galena has like a meltdown and basically like says like, "You know what your dad has put me through? Do you know what I'm going through? Do you guys
Yeah.
understand?" So they kind of take Galena's side and they decide that they want to get her and Masha together to talk it out and maybe make amends. And that does not go well. It doesn't go well. They end up yelling at each other.
I can only imagine.
And Galena ends up calling Masha like a prostitute and just does not go well. Like, if I was in Masha's shoes, I would be like, look, I understand the circumstances are different.
Yeah.
I would have said something. Like, if she was like a really good friend and took you under her wing and stuff like that, and you're not even from here, that says a lot about her character.
Yeah, it does.
It was bad. I thought I mean, like, I was like, "Galena's gonna, like, throw hands," and I would
Yeah,
put money on Galena.
I
Sorry.
would too. Yeah.
So then Galena ends up, like, storming out and stuff, and it doesn't end up well. So that's basically last episode, episode 4. Wasn't really a lot, but it was a
Yeah.
lot, and that's about it. That's all
Do
I'm
you
gonna
have
know.
notes on Atlanta?
No, I do
Okay.
not. I will get back with you in Atlanta.
Bravo News. Jax Taylor is not returning for the Valley season 3 to focus on recovery. I think that's a good move on his part.
Well, I think they told him he
Yes.
could.
Yes. I'm glad they stepped in, but I think this is what he needs.
Right,
He needs to focus on himself.
they
Yeah.
told him, like, "You can leave
Yeah.
quietly."
I also read somewhere, I don't know if this is true, but they said that Shakira might join Real Housewives of Miami.
Shakira.
She's close friends with Larsa and Adriana. So I was like, that's interesting if she were to join.
Yeah.
More Miami news. Lenny of Lisa and Lenny went public with his 25-year-old girlfriend,
Is this a
who
new
is a
one?
model. Yes. And I
Like, new,
guess
new?
they just met like a month ago. So like
Oh,
new,
this is
new.
not the girl he was engaged to. Didn't he just, like,
No.
re-propose to the
I
same girl?
I I don't know. This is what I saw. I thought so, but
This is weird.
and
I'm
then
confused.
Will from Southern Charm said he's not filming this season. I don't think anyone's surprised because he did not come out looking good last season. And then
The one that was dating.
Will and Emmy.
Oh, yeah, 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 okay, yeah. I mean,
And
he
then
wasn't on last season. He was maybe in 3
he
or
was
4
barely on,
episodes.
but it
Yeah.
was allegations, remember, that he was like cheating on Emmy.
Mhm.
And then more Denise Richards news. She has come out saying that Aaron has physically like hurt her and she showed like a black eye and stuff like that. Now Aaron has come out and accused Denise of cheating and claiming that he was abused and somehow her phone he claiming he was abused and her phone he smashed her phone during an altercation. So, and a restraining order is scheduled or is issued, and their divorce is scheduled for August 8th. So things are not looking good for
Not looking
Denise.
good at all. I mean, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Well, I mean, Bravo has even been putting clips out, remember, from
Yes.
the
Yes.
previous season where he's like, "I'm gonna
Yes.
break your effing hand."
Yep. So I feel like could that be true that he abused her? Yeah. Could she abused him? Yeah. I think it can
Mhm.
go both ways. I mean, look at who she
Yeah.
was married to, of all people. You know what I mean? Oh,
Um,
but
what's the picture with the black eye? Is that how she got the restraining order? Is she trying to claim that he gave her the black eye? How do we
I
know
think
that?
I
Yeah.
think so. I don't know. What I want to know is when was that picture taken? Is it recent? Or was it something that you saved that he did like a year or so ago? And now
Mm.
you're gonna like bring it to light, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah, because I know he had got on the podcast and he was like telling the story on how Denise, she had a procedure, so she was under medication or highly medicated,
yeah,
and he had gone through her phone while she was under
yeah,
sleeping or something like that, and basically saw some things he shouldn't have, and he flipped out.
yeah.
So that's the story. It sucks because
So
they have kids. She has an autistic kid, and
is
at the end,
Eloise the autistic one? Is Eloise his too? Do you know?
I don't know.
Or is it just Denise's? Because I know Sammy and Lola are just hers and Charlie's. I don't know about Eloise. And this is why I wish they would have like a second season so I could see like all of this play out. But
Right? Yeah, Sammy, Lola. Denise is also the mother and daughter, Sammy and Lola with ex. So Sammy and Lola are Charlie's.
yes,
And then
Eloise.
Eloise is what's his name's, right?
Oh, it is Aaron's. I don't know. I don't
Eloise.
know if she adopted him before Aaron came into the picture or what.
Was she adopted or did she have
Who's the daddy?
who's the daddy? Denise adopted Eloise in 2011 following her divorce from Charlie Sheen.
No, what? So
Mhm.
14 years ago she adopted her.
Aaron was in the process of legally adopting her.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I feel
crazy.
like this divorce is just gonna get messy.
It's gonna get bad.
So
Yeah, I mean, let's see how it goes. I mean,
yeah,
Denise hasn't really spoken about it at all.
no,
So she hasn't made a public announcement or anything yet.
no.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's been what, like, since the 4th? Was that like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Almost?
And she hasn't made an announcement or anything. She's
No.
staying quiet.
Has she posted anything on social media? Do we know?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, nothing.
You see anything?
Her last post was July 4th. Wow.
Yeah, because she was on People magazine. Or she was
Mhm.
on CoverGirl.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like that can't be good if she hasn't said anything. All right, anything else to add?
No, not really. I mean, I think I said everything on my notes. Yeah.
All right.
That's a wrap on the episode of Bravo's Moms Unfiltered. We hope you had as much fun listening as we did spilling the tea. Because let's be real, moms need unfiltered moments too.
Make sure to follow us wherever you get your podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you love today's chat, leave us a review. It will help other Bravo loving moms find us.
Yes, don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Apple, what else?
Amazon Music.
Amazon. And then also Instagram.
Yes.
And yeah, like us,
That
star
is it.
us, give us your opinion, please, please, please.
Yes. Until next time, keep the wine chilled, the drama on TV, and the mom life real.
See you next week, Bravo Moms.
I'm reckless, offensive. I destroy your defenses. My guest list is priceless. And yes, I run a tight ship. Bentleys and Benzes through cash colored